something totally new today, and I'm gonna finish it on the stream. You're gonna watch me start a drawing and then finish it, something completely new. The stream's been offline for about 2 weeks. I don't know how many days it's been. Time is a flat circle. It's all disappeared into nothing. But here we are again, and the stream is back online. Lately, I don't know if anyone saw, but I did a little show called SNL. Once again, we did a remote show, and that was a fun experiment. I think people seem to really enjoy it, and I got to help make a Ninja Turtles cartoon sketch, and that turned out funny. I got to design the characters and some of the backgrounds and stuff, and it was nice to take my mind off of other things and work on the show for a week, and then I think help people take their minds off of things by watching the show. So that all seems good. Getting a text from my wife. She might be telling me that the music is too loud. Okay, great. I don't know how to fix it. There we go. Is this better? Hope that's better. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, doing my best here. Doing my best. I don't really know what it sounds like. Maybe I can check. I don't have my headphones working. I had some delusions of grandeur about I would fix the stream and I would make it perfect when I came back. But that is not the case. It will never be perfect, and I'm gonna have to accept that. And in fact, it'll probably be far from perfect for a lot of the time. I'm probably gonna be just fumbling around, and there's gonna be, audio is the big one. That's always seems to be screwed up. Getting music that's royalty free. Getting these video transitions and stuff to work correctly. You were not supposed to see my face as the first thing, but you did. It was supposed to be intro, then my face, but it turned out to be face, intro, and then I think I had two music tracks playing at the same time. Couldn't figure out how to stop that from happening, and crossfade from one to the other, and then I think that one turned off, and now you're listening to the music that I've queued up that I collected that's all royalty free. So I think now we're okay and we're set up to start going. Thank you, Melissa, for the happy birthday. I may be on Ben and Melissa's projector right now, if I'm not mistaken, which means I'm very large on their wall. So that's cool. Yeah, see, now as far as technical issues, I'm getting a nice error that I get sometimes, which YouTube gives me, that says it's not receiving enough data to maintain smooth streaming, and that you guys are gonna get buffering. So I don't know why it's happening. No good reason for it. There's not a lot going on technically right now. No reason for that to happen. And yet I'm getting that little thing. So we'll see what happens when I refresh the page, and it may cut out, and I may have to it may screw up the stream. But I'm gonna refresh the stream page, and hopefully it just doesn't all go to shit from there. So 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm sorry. It didn't help. It did not help. I'm back. I don't know if it just kept. I say I'm watching myself on the left. Ben sent me. Oh wow, yeah, I'm on the wall at their place. So that's neat. Yeah, hopefully it's just smooth. I don't know. I'm still getting the damn error. I don't like seeing it, and I can't fix it. So we're just gonna get started. And today, I'm going to draw. Let's see. First, we're gonna do this cool scene transition thing, and that's gonna go like that? No. That's gonna go like, bam. Wow. Wasn't that neat? Alright. What am I gonna draw today? Well, it's my birthday, so I can draw damn near anything I want. But I'm open to suggestions. I'm just gonna start squiggling, and that's gonna be, and then maybe a drawing will come out. So let's see. I could draw a birthday cake, and try to make that interesting in a way. You know, cake, candles, something to this effect. But let's do something better. I bet I could do better than that. I'm gonna go into the old Google, and I'm gonna look at pictures of cakes. I'm gonna find a good cake, and get some good reference for cakes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it into this little application called BizRef, and you can see I've got little folders full of other references here that I've Ninja Turtles last week. I got some old artwork that I was referencing for some other drawings, royalty-free archived etchings that I found. I got I think I was anime characters. I drew an anime face, and I got some old 80s anime, and a hot dog cart from when I was doing the comic last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, a year ago. I don't know. It's all a blur. But now I'm going to start a new one, and we're going to call it Cake. Come on. Cake. All right, we're going to call it CA. And I'm going to look for cakes, and you're not going to see what I'm looking at on my screen right here. There's a screen right here with a camera on it, and that's how you're seeing me. And that's the screen I'm looking at to find myself a good cake reference. And let's see. I'll describe what I'm seeing to you. I see a lot of cakes. How to describe these? Well, there's one that's got vanilla. Appears to be vanilla frosting on the side, and some rainbow sprinkles. It's good, but it's not giving me a lot of not a lot I can draw there. That's not just super detailed, and I don't want to draw that. So I copied it, and now hopefully it pastes, and it's not. There we go, perfect. Look at that. There's a cake right here. And that's just one of the cakes I'm going to reference. I'm going to reference several cakes. Maybe a wedding cake. Something, yeah, here's a wedding cake. Not really a birthday cake, but, you know, this will give me the kind of reference for a tiered cake that I want. Because I think I might draw a tiered cake. A cake with tiers. I don't like puns, so I'm not gonna say the joke that came to my head, which was something about, it's not a crying cake. I'm not gonna say that, because, it's low-hanging fruit, and I don't go for that kind of thing. I'm gonna find another cake. I see a chocolate cake. Problem is, cakes don't have a lot of discernible details, this is a good cake. Who's the guy who painted cakes? It might have been a woman even, but famously painted cakes. Anybody know that piece of trivia? I don't have a drink, Ben. I just saw that message. I don't have a drink. I would love a drink. I was trying to get everything together, and I didn't get a drink. And I'm trying not to leave my station for this stream. So otherwise I would go get one. But last time, I heard from our friend Jaime that he came to watch the stream, and he was like, yeah, you went away and then you were gone for a while. I was like, yeah, I take breaks, but people don't like when you take breaks. I say you lose viewers, and I'm not trying to lose any viewers. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to be drinkless unless my lovely wife decides to come all the way upstairs from the basement where her studio is and bring me a drink. That's the only way I'll have one. And unless that happens, so I'm not saying, I'm not asking, I'm not saying she has to do that. But if that were to happen, that would make me happier. So here's a cake over here, and I like the fruit on top. Marissa offered to make me a cake today, and I at first said yes, but then she made me French toast, and I felt so full of cholesterol after eating it that I decided, no, don't make me a cake today. You don't have to do that. And I wish that I had said, Marissa, make me a cake. I wish I had said, stuck to my guns and said, make me a cake. But it's, you know, my wife doesn't have to make me a cake. But it would. I'm looking at all these cakes and I'm wishing that I had one to eat right now, because they look damn good. But I got all week. I mean, maybe I can still get a cake. I don't know how you get a cake under these current conditions. We'd have to get creative with what we got in the house. Maybe I'll make my own cake. Here's a nice fruit cake right here. I'm gonna add that to my reference. Look at all these cakes. I got a whole lot of cakes. And these are really gonna help me draw the best cake that I can draw. Because the key to drawing good is to have things to look at to draw from. I'm gonna look up Wayne Tybalt because I'm getting a lot of weird keyboard things happening today. I started to write Wayne Tybalt and it just went straight to Wyatt from Westworld. I don't want to draw Wyatt from Westworld. I want to draw a cake. So I'm gonna Wayne Tybalt. I don't know how to say his name, but he was good at drawing those cakes. I'll tell you, he was real good at it. He drew other stuff too, pies, sweets of other sorts, bananas. It seems. Really, the cakes was just one of the things that he drew and painted. But you know, you do one thing, you get famous for it, you get some followers, and then that's. If he were alive today, he'd have an Instagram account where you're just painting nothing but fucking cakes. Because, you know, he'd have that one cake painting where everyone was like, wow, that's really good. And he'd be like, oh, thank you. Oh, wow. And everyone would like it and share it, and he'd want more of that, and he'd just keep painting cakes over and over and over again. And the only thing he would ever paint is cake. The guy didn't. He did more than cakes. He did way more than cakes. Here's another one. I'm gonna paste it in. It's not even a cake. I'm gonna put it on my reference board. I don't know much about I took art history. I don't. All they ever told me about was the cakes. We didn't deep dive on Wave Tybalt. All we got was cakes and something about. I don't even remember what the significance of it was. Just that I was like, oh. Imagine that, he's only painting cakes. Like, I think that was the idea. Like, something as simple as a cake, and that's all he's painting. But he does it so beautifully. I think that's the idea. That's why everyone liked it, and that's why it was deemed important. And they are beautiful, and I'm a fan. I would love one of these paintings in our house. I wonder what an original goes for. Because it's such a big name, I bet it's millions. I bet it's millions for any of these. So we'll never own one, but maybe a print. Okay. So I think I got enough reference. I got a clown over here too, in case I want to draw a clown. He looks terrifying. I'm gonna get rid of him. I don't want this in my life right now. Get out of here. I don't want to scare the viewers. I don't want to lose any viewers. And a clown, scary clown, that's how you lose viewers. Look at this guy. Get out of here. Get out. I don't want you here. No, I don't want that either. Just get out. Oh, thank God. Except I deleted the cakes. I deleted Wayne Tybalt's cakes, and I can't have that. Okay, so I think I've got just enough reference, and I can start. I can start drawing a cake here. I'm gonna angle you a little bit here so that you can see me while I'm drawing. This sketch that I started with is great, but I don't think it's gonna get me anywhere. So I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna say good riddance to you. And the thing about a cake is it's not that interesting to draw. It's just like a cylinder. It's just a cylinder, really. So how do I make a cake into string to draw? I'm starting to just move my pencil, and I'm gonna hope that that something comes out of this. I will probably scrap this drawing. I'm just warming up here, folks. Here's a nice 3-tiered cake. Oh, the cake of my dreams. So much cake, but I wouldn't eat all this cake. It's too much for me. But what would be the best cake for me? I think that it would be something like what Marissa attempted for me when the first cake that she ever made for me in 2016, I believe. Okay, nothing. Okay, just Instagram. And anyway, that cake was a mixture of fruit and chocolate, and I love fruit and chocolate. And you might say, well, those don't go together. You gotta pick either or, and that's the traditional wisdom. And it was a little odd, but I think with some fine tuning, it could be great. And I don't think it would be the first. I don't think it's that ridiculous. A jam, perhaps. Whatchamacallit, when they take the fruit and make it all syrupy, like the strawberries. Could do that sort of action in between. It would be a syrupy, fruity situation, maybe layered like jam between layers of chocolate cake, perhaps, or maybe it would be just vanilla with chocolate frosting, and it would be the best of all 3 worlds. And then the other thing, it would also be an ice cream cake, because I love ice cream cakes. I love the cookie filling in between. Compote. Yep, the compote. It would have all of it. It would have all of the kind. It would just be it would be every cake. It would be all the best cakes. Vanilla, fruit, and ice cream, and cookie. It would have the cookies. It would have the cookie stuff from the ice cream cake, because that's the best part of an ice cream cake from Friendly's restaurant. Is it's got cookie layers between the layers of ice cream, so it would have that. So maybe these 3 layers are those 3 things. But there's an uneven distribution, and what would you want the most of these 3 layers? I don't know. Which would be the fruit one, and which would be the vanilla one? And would you want that though? I think it's gotta all be, you gotta marry them, because otherwise this is just 3 different cakes stacked on top of each other, and that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about one cake that is the best of all of it. Marissa, I don't think you should try and make that. We gotta conserve. I think you should. We'll pick one of those. We have fruit. We don't even have. I don't know if we can make frosting. We've got eggs. We have to use up the eggs to make the egg whites to make frosting, and I guess what you need is egg whites. Don't go overboard. Let's just keep it simple. This cake doesn't have to occur yet. Maybe we'll get Master Baker Emily Lantane up in Worcester, Massachusetts, to help with that. Wish she was watching this stream on my birthday. I bet she doesn't even know that it's going on. I'm gonna tell her. So Gwen, who was her roommate, just texted, said happy birthday. I'm gonna say thank you. Watch my stream, and I'm gonna send her a link. And the link, where is that to be found? Well, what you do is you go to my profile on Instagram and you click the little link that says link.bio/leigh, and then it's the link right there. Is there? And now I'm watching myself on my phone as I'm streaming, and it's some kind of Inception type loop. So I'm just gonna share this, copying it, close out of it, go to Gwen's text message and say, Gwen, watch my stream here. And then now maybe Emily Lantane, Gwen Walsh, shout out, will get will get in here and watch the stream for my birthday. So yeah, we'll see. Probably not. You know, people are busy. People don't have TV. People don't have, you know, there's a lot of excuses for why to not watch it. Maybe you just don't want to, and that's the best excuse of all, because it's honest. I hope the music's, you know, balancing my voice well. I hope I'm not too quiet and the music's not too loud, or vice versa. But I don't like this cake. I don't like how it's going so far. But then I don't really know how to make it interesting. I think what it's got to be is just a more interesting shape. So I'm gonna go for thicker pencil. I went with this green color, but I kind of like it. I'll stick with it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the opacity even more, and I'm just gonna like kind of go for a weirder shape on this cake. Maybe it's I don't know. No, weirder than that. Weirder. I think I gotta this past cake is influencing me too much. I gotta do, and this canvas I don't like. And I gotta do the vertical because I'm drawing a vertical cake. So I'm gonna get real, just sort of expressionistic about it, and let sort of a shape come out of here. I get a little Picasso with this cake. And it's gonna extend into space up there, and we're gonna be looking up at this cake, I think. Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be just like quite a cake. Quite a cake. I'm really slamming this glass canvas here on the iPad. I'm really going at it. You can probably hear me tapping my Apple Pencil against my Apple iPad screen. Get yourself an Apple iPad today. The new one just came out. Probably have some money to spare, so go out and get yourself an iPad. I won't be doing that. I got one already. It's not the new one, and I wish it were. But you know, you can't just buy the new thing every time. We're not all Bill Gates. Bill Gates loves iPads. He has 3 at any location, 3 per household, and those are just the ones. Those are his personal ones, and then the help has to use a Microsoft Surface. So I think I see a cake here emerging, and it's a doozy. Got another viewer here. Have someone eating the cake. Well, yeah, it's a tall order, Ben. It's a tall order. You know, then I'm gonna have to draw a human being, and that's, you know, maybe there's a big just mouth, a giant just man. He's just about to chomp down on this cake. Oh no, I want to give him real teeth. No, I don't. I just don't want to give him the lumpy teeth, because like life's too short to just draw the same teeth as everyone else. I gotta do. Challenge myself to draw new teeth. Oh, there's molars back there. You see, and this is just a sketch, so not perfect yet. So we're just gonna keep flying and figuring out where these shapes go. Now, so we're seeing into his mouth. We're seeing the row, his teeth extend backwards, deep into his mouth. And that's what we'll do. Teeth are an object, not just some lumps that come out of a flat circle. Not in this drawing. And his tongue is coming out. He's giant. I mean, he's a giant man. I think that should be clear. Because this cake is giant. Oh, there's something on it. Is that a nose? Maybe that's a nose. What a weird drawing. Want to see his eyes? I don't think I even want to see his eyes. It's gonna be kind of Charlie Brown in it. I don't like those ears either. Gonna do something different. Real ears. No, I don't like those ears either. What to do with his ears? Maybe I won't give him ears. Yeah, it's all, maybe I'll understate it. Maybe it's just like that, flat against his head. It's a little ugly. Maybe he's a... I just don't like drawing. I don't know, there's something ugly about a cartoon person. I'd rather draw a dog or a rabbit or something. So it'll be some kind of animal. That's what we'll do. You know, we'll have an animal nose. Just roughing it out here, folks. Figuring out what this is gonna be. It's a man-like animal, but it's not a man. It's got ears, I think. Gotta give this guy ears. What a strange drawing this is. Those are ears, like dog ears. Is that gonna be clear? Maybe once I shade it in. Maybe they don't even connect to his head. Maybe I'll just make it even harder to look at. Harder to decipher what you're seeing. These ears don't even connect to its head. Whatever this thing is. Wow, it's so graphic and weird. Why did he make that decision? Why did he draw it that way? Well, that's what you should be thinking. That's what makes it art. You should look at it and think, why did he do that? That's what makes it art. And I can say any number of reasons later, even if I don't have one now. Yeah, I just didn't want to connect him to the head. I wanted it to be weirder than that. I'm gonna give him like the kind of lumpy, what you call it, jowly things that bunnies and dogs and stuff have. The teeth gotta move down lower. That mustachy part. So you got, you know, the teeth are very human, and yet this is not a. It's not a human. And see, what we gotta avoid here. This is a big no-no. Is the top of the teeth cannot be lining up with the top of this cake. And that's just absurd. What is this drawing? I'm not sure I like it, folks. But we're in too deep. Gotta go with it. I'm gonna separate this into its own layer, and I'm gonna clear it from this one. So now it's on its own layer, and I can move it however I want, and I can decide to get rid of it if I want to. But I'll keep going. Why not? Kind of looks like Dr. Robotnik. By Jim Carrey in the movie Sonic the Hedgehog. On digital on demand now. Kind of looks like in the old game, the Sega Genesis, you would see Dr. Robotnik with all of the Chaos Emeralds, which is what you're trying to collect in the game. You want to collect them so that Dr. Robotnik can't get them. Unclear what he was going to do with them, but it didn't matter. You know, I'd see him juggling these gems around, and he would laugh, and his head would go back, and you'd see his mustache flying out of his head. And it looked a little bit like what I drew here. And that's probably no accident, because the things that you see when you're a small child, they stick with you and they get deep in your brain, and they come out later and you can't get rid of them. It looks like we got Jonah Loeb in here, he says. because he just texted me about it. I'm not sure why I didn't just say it in chat. I think Jonah and I are gonna be streaming together. I don't know when. But we're gonna. Jonah is also a live streamer. I would shout out his page if I knew what it was. It's on Twitch. I think it's probably, I would guess, twitch.tv/Jonah Loeb, L-O-B-E. You can also just Google Jonah Loeb. He's a friend of mine and Marissa's, and very talented artist. Looking at getting studio space together next year. And anyway, he's been live streaming much longer than I have. He does these like educational, learn how to draw and learn how to create characters courses. He does a lot of like fantasy art and digital painting, and then also designs characters in 3D for video games. This is more his claim to fame than the digital painting, I think, because I'm gonna say it again, Jonah. He did the dragon in Skyrim, and that's, if you've played the game Skyrim, you would know that the dragon in that game is by Mr. Jonah Loeb. So he's very talented, and he's got some big credits to his name. And he and I are going to be doing some streams together in the future. Thanks for joining me, Jonah, on my birthday. All 5 of us here, 6 including me, are watching me draw this cake and get sidetracked by Ben's suggestion that I have someone eating the cake. Now I've got this weird shape back here. I don't even know what it is. We're gonna pause on whatever that is now and go back to the cake, because that's what this is all about, is drawing a cake. I'm gonna draw a cake and I'm gonna finish it. And you know, as I age in years, I've gotten just so much less interested in drawing lots of details. I just wanna find the simplest route for drawing this cake and being done with it. So, you know, if you saw that unicorn in the front, that I enjoy drawing things like that now. Very few lines, and I'm just focusing on one line, and that's the kind of thing I want to draw now. And I don't like going in and like, oh, the frosting on the cake, and cherries up here, and the cherries over here, and fruit or whatever, and then I don't know what else is there. Maybe there's more fruit, and then the frosting is dripping down over here too, and then I gotta do a layer of frosting in between here, and then another layer down here, and then I gotta make sure that actually looks like it's wrapping around, and then you gotta do all these little, maybe I'll do sprinkles. Ooh, I'll do little sprinkles all over the damn thing, and then I gotta go in and draw all that detail. What have I done? I don't want to do that. It's too much. I just like, I used to like going in and doing all that little stuff, and it just doesn't do it for me anymore. So now I'm more interested in finding, oh, what is the simplest way to draw this cake? What's the most simple way to, you know, make a novel drawing of a cake and have it, you know, graphically sort of effective and interesting. So yeah, I don't know if I'm on the way there with this one, because what I've gone with is a shape that it's a, you know, it's kind of a weird interpretation of a cake, and it's very stylized and cartoony, but it's, you know, very, I think the detail of describing it as a cake is gonna be what sells it. I'm just gonna go, when I was like ranting about all the stuff I didn't want to draw, I'm just gonna go forward with that stuff anyway. And that's the thing, I'll begrudge it a lot, and then I'll just go ahead and do it anyway. And so that's kind of how it goes. Don't get me wrong, I love doing cool stuff. I love drawing things and being the guy who drew it. But I just don't think that more is always better. So a lot of the time, more is what you want. More makes sense for we're doing. I don't know. We're doing Ninja Turtles, so it's got to look like the old cartoon. Great. I know what it's supposed to look like now. I'll draw a background that has, you know, leaves and trees in it, and all, you know, just the right amount of detail, and it's gonna look just like that cartoon, and that's all well and good, and I can crank that out for you. But this is I'm drawing this thing for me, and when I'm drawing something for me, I don't want it to feel like work, like I have to draw, like I have to do all this stuff. It's different mental modes that you get into. This is supposed to be enjoyable in some way. So what what works, I think, sometimes is to not really, I don't want to focus on what I'm doing even. I just want to keep doing it, and then that'll see me through. Because if you're judging what you're doing while you're doing it, you'll just never get there. So, welcome to my TED Talk about why it's good to draw and why it's you shouldn't draw when you don't want to draw. I don't know what my TED Talk would be about. I'm just doing it, folks. Just do it. That would be the title of my TED Talk. Drawing. Just do it. Yeah, I mean, this is becoming a cake, I believe. I think it is becoming a cake. I think it's got some frosting dripping down. It's applying this frosting, kind of wrapping around the edges, giving it some depth. Because if it just stopped on the end here, it wouldn't look so much like it's a 3D shape that it wraps around like a cylinder. You want it to, you gotta convey that we're seeing the edge of the cake kind of overlap, or the frosting drips down on the side. That's what that is. And you know what? These layers here, they're gonna be squiggles. They're gonna be, and these are gonna be full of fruit, I think. No, it's too many squiggles. I can't have that. No, we're gonna stick to our guns here. You can change your mind as many times as you want when you're drawing. I got all this reference, and it really has served me no purpose. I don't need it. I'm not using it. I kind of just want to. I kind of want to draw this cake. See, I kind of just want to go backwards and stop all this nonsense with this cake and its strange Toontown look. And I just want to draw this nice cake here and distill it into its simplest forms. But I don't want to disappoint you guys. You guys are probably thinking like, well, what is this cake gonna look like? Don't leave me hanging. So we're gonna get this one done. And what is the quickest way to do that? So that we can maybe draw another cake. I don't know. I think I might block in some color soon. Maybe I'll just fast forward straight to color. I'll just paint this cake. Look at that weird cake. Marissa said it should have a face. That's a suggestion here. Cake has a scared face, so it's scared of getting eaten by the big animal in the back. Yeah, I might. That's a good point, Ben. It is my birthday. And it's my birthday drawing of a cake. Yeah, Well, yeah, I am gonna finish this one because it's halfway there. I think it's halfway there. So what I'm gonna do is drop that opacity down. I'm gonna take out that green by a lot. And let's see, let's use this background to something. Maybe I'll go with this. Maybe I'll go with this color scheme from one of these. Yeah, that's a good birthday color scheme. Pink. Pink. There we go. Yeah. White frosting. Let's see. Yellow and that kind of cream color in there. That'll do frosting, and then I'll paint that in with this brush, maybe. This one? No. It's something solid. Too simple. Maybe I'll go an inking one. Go with this. I made this brush. I called it Sharpie. So I was trying to make a brush that was like a Sharpie, but I don't think it's actually really much like a Sharpie. A little bit. Like kind of a Sharpie that's drying out. Different brush. Problem, I can undo forever here. And then the smooth, continuous lines lately. I don't like as many interruptions in lines. I like when lines are like smooth squiggles. That's more satisfying to me as a design lately than lots of intersections and breaks and details. I like just, I can keep one continuous line all the way through. It just curves rather than hits a corner. That's what I like. I like that look. So I'm gonna try and do that. Fill it in by hand. And I'm gonna erase it the same. Let's do this one here. No, yeah, I'll erase with the same brush that I'm painting with, so I won't be able to tell as much that it's was erased away. Yeah. See, smooth. Smooth shapes. Oh boy. And I may run out of things to say about this cake. That's how little I want to be drawing this cake anymore, but I don't want to give up on it. And that's the main goal here, is to just start a drawing and finish it. So we're gonna finish the drawing. And by we, I mean me, and you're gonna help by watching. Yeah, see this second tier? Should be around the same amount curved upwards. What a strange cake. That be a nice curve. No corners. No corners. No corners. Yep, none. Just curly squiggles all the way. What a design choice. How progressive. Let's just do that. Let's do that. Save time. Time is money. Time is very valuable. Whoa! Why did that happen? That's better. Okay. I wonder when that happens. Oh, hey. Oh, I look great from this angle. Mm-hmm. Hunched over. Let's go back. We can switch a third time. Ah, try it again. That's fun to play with. Yeah. Alright, whatever. I need a haircut. Marissa refuses to cut it. I think I'm gonna have to force her to do it because I'm not allowed in my hair. I haven't been able to go and get a haircut for quite some time, and it's taken over my head. I don't like it. So, Marissa, cut my hair, please. That'll look good. Yeah. All right. Still got all 5 of you watching, huh? All right. Cool. Wonder if what's her name? Yep. Cool. I'm really hungry and I'm thirsty, and I have to sit here and draw this cake because I don't want to stop. You know, it'd be great if you guys could understand if I could just put up the "be right back" message and then come back in just such a short amount of time. I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna grab right now for food. But then you're gonna have to watch me eat it. Yeah, that'd be no good. You know, if I got chips, that'd be loud. I can get Oreos. Stuff a couple Oreos in my mouth. Sounds good. No, maybe I'll just power through. Orangey color for the inside of the cake. Will be a vanilla here. I talked earlier in the stream about doing a cake that was all the cakes in once. I don't think that's this cake. It's not this one. This is a nice vanilla cake in a pink background. No gimmicks. It's just a cake. I'll put some fruit on top. The gimmick is how I drew it. There's no dragons or gremlins or monsters eating the cake or any kind of tomfoolery going on. Candle. An Oreo. Yeah. We might have candles. We might have candles. From Marissa's birthday a couple years ago. Those might be gone. I don't know. That was 2 years ago when I bought those candles. Might have used them since then. Oh, you know what? It was my... Wait, what did I do for my 31st birthday? Oh, I know. Yeah. I just got pictures of it today. No, it's at Todd and Mary's house. That was a good birthday. My friends made me cupcakes. Such good friends. Remember that fondly. I was wearing a rainbow shirt and overalls, and it looked like it was my birthday. Fruity raspberry center in these cakes. It's gonna run right through, and we'll do a clipping mask. So this layer just locks right into there. Now I can just do that. I don't have to worry about it landing in the middle. Or, you know, I don't have to worry about it fitting the shape as much. This cake looks like it's from Rocco's Modern Life. Straight ass in town. What do I think of this cake? I'm on it. What do you guys think of this cake? Is it okay? This cake? I don't need this. Let's see. What's it need? What does it need to be good? Digital painting, you know, it's like this would look so much better if it was real. Candles. Candles. Should be 32 candles on this cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, a lot more candles than this. Well, we can imply that there's candles back here. Yeah. 32 candles on this cake, that's ridiculous. Maybe you're thinking, why is it's going straight through there? Have you no decency? You're not even bothering to make them stop when they enter the frosting? Just having these, drawing these wild lines. And you know what? I got a plan. Let's see, I need just to race away. Now they're stuck right in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, you were wrong. You were thinking, what the hell is he doing? But I had a plan the whole time. She shouldn't have doubted me. Oh yeah. Yeah, it looks great. Stripes on these candles. That'll make it look great. Stripes. Sure. Oh, birthday stripes. Oh. It's the cake's birthday. What? Yeah, it's a birthday cake for a birthday cake. It's like cannibalism? The cake's gonna eat a cake? It's kind of Dr. Seussian. Well. You know, I was thinking I'd just do color, and I kind of just want to give this thing outlines. I think that would really cinch it all up. Yeah, wow. I don't know, maybe it doesn't need the outlines. Let's see, I'm gonna do a clipping mask again. I'm gonna do shadows and see where that brings us. So we're gonna get a darker color here, a little orangey, and a paintbrush maybe? Or maybe even some spray paint. Wow. Yeah, that might work. It's raspberry filling. It's raspberry filling in there. There's raspberry between the layers. Isn't that nice? I don't know. Yeah. Shadows. Some nice shadows. The frosting is casting shadows on the cake. And then we'll have it like that, bars. You know what? Even make something a little more interesting, less basic. We'll give it some backlighting. I mean, really, the thing is that the lights are gonna be lit by the candles, right? What happens when you introduce lighting into the thing? So it's gonna get brighter wherever the candles are. Well, that's just complicated. What's going on here? I'm gonna say there's a blending mode on this whole thing. No. Alright, I'm gonna stick to just shadows. Whatever. Start with the shadows. And we'll figure it out from here. See if it's backlit. Yeah, I'm gonna set it to multiply. Color burn. That's giving me a nice red out of it. Cool. Somebody made a cake joke. What is it? I'm throwing shade right now. I am throwing shade right now. That's great. Yes. In fact, I am. Throwing it all over this mess. It's gonna start to look like a real 3D cake that can just jump right out of the screen at you. Shoot, see, what's my color? Something like this. Looks about the same. Sure. All right. And little shadows here. Yeah, there we go. No, get out of there. Undo. No. What's going on here? There. Get out of there. You don't want a shadow there. That's ridiculous. Alright, now. Shading on the frosting. Bluish, maybe. Contrast. Yeah. Oh, I like it. I think I'll lighten it up after I do this, but generally, I like it. No. I think I gotta pull away from that a little bit. Get some rim light. What's going on here? Brush is all blotchy, I don't like it. Alright. All that. Watched the movie Watership Down last night. I remember seeing that movie. Weird one. weird one about quite a political allegory, a lot like Animal Farm. A little less clear what it's all about. It's one they study in like language arts classes, you know. You're like, it's a literary classic, you know, a lot like Animal Farm, except I never, no one ever. Animal Farm seems pretty clear what it's about, and what everything represents. Watership Down's a little like I don't know. Am I stupid for not knowing what Watership Down is about? For not getting it? Because it was, maybe I didn't pay close enough attention. Maybe it was just like a sort of an allegory, simple. I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. Yeah, sure, okay. The more I look at this cake, the less I like it and want to keep doing it. To be perfectly honest with you, but I gotta draw something, so I'll just finish it. But I'm not liking it. So we're gonna just get it done, and then I can move on to something else. This cake is not entertaining me, and it's my dang birthday, so I should be entertained by what I'm drawing. This stuff is so dark. It's not supposed to be that dark. No, it's too late. Yep, it's too late. I kind of like it. I'm just going to make this lighter. Works for me. Okay. Alpha lock that, and then we're gonna shade this stuff here. Make that just purple. Nice and dynamic. Okay. Look at this friggin' cake. Wow. What next? How do I make this interesting? Candles. Well, a little shading on them too. Some color there. Yeah. Who wants me to give it a face? Who is that? Fangs and googly eyes. Who wants me to give it a face? Raise your hands. Face. Face? I don't know. I don't know. face on this dang cake. Alright. Everyone wants a face. Hmm. I didn't draw it with a face. Now I'm gonna put one in. Alright. Alright. It's a mutiny. It's my stream and you're forcing faces on me. Alright, well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a face. I'll just stick with the brushes I was using. I'll give it a face, alright. There's an eye. There's an eye. There's an eye. There's an eye. And there's an eye. There's an eye. And there's an eye. There's an eye. Yeah, some kind of... Really just a lot of eyes on this face. Looking more down, even more. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, but now a lot of eyes. Yeah. Okay. Eyes need irises. Pupils, I mean. They have irises. It'll have a mouth too, and it'll be a full face. So don't you worry about it. Okay. You're not gonna blink. Ridiculous. Absolutely not. Yeah, okay. Oh man, it's looking ugly. I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving. Keep doing it, but I don't like it. Eyelids. Oh my god, it's getting out of control. I am not a fan. I'm doing this only for you. I don't like this cake. I'm fighting with this drawing right now. Let's see. They like the cake. They like the cake, so alright. My birthday, but alright. Shines aren't even in the right place. I feel like an idiot. I feel like I'm not good at this now. I feel like I'm not good at this. That's what it feels like. Because I don't like how this looks, so I feel like I'm not good at it. That makes sense? So it's dismaying for me, because I want to know that I'm good at this stuff. And it doesn't look good to me, and I'm the only one who can tell me if it's good or not, and I'm usually, the standards are very, very high, and I cannot reach them. So, unless I really put myself through hell. So, that's my life all the time. Blending these eyeballs, blending them. I mean, there's just no technique to this friggin' thing. Now you draw an eyeball, and then I make something look round. If I was better at this, it would look better. Oh man. Okay. Lids. They want lids. You serious about that? I gotta give it lids now? This is getting lost over here. Terrible. All right. Drawing all these details. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to draw a lot of details. There we go. This says, please stop yelling at us. Alright. Alright. You're right. She just texted me that. No, you're right. You're right. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Just don't like the cake. Got a lot going on in my head about this cake. This cake upsets me. Glaring at me. It's saying I'm ugly. You did a bad job at me. This cake is saying to me. And I'll never be good. I'm basically painting this cake. I'm not really drawing, I'm painting. Throwing in color. This is how painters work. I get it. Better if it was real paint, but... just throw in the shapes and then you... put the detail out later, right? I don't know what the perfect B-Day drawing would be. I don't know. I don't know if there's an answer to that. It would be unique. Well done. I don't know, compelling in some way. It would be really its own thing. Plated with impeccable skill. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you for joining. Man. Yeah, I got a full stream tonight. Let's see. Alright, I mean, it's covered in eyes, guys. I covered it in eyes. So that's almost to a face. These areas need some help, I think. What's going on? Why is it not affecting anything? Thanks for the birthday wishes, Andrew. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. I don't know. It's something. Something alright. Maybe I'll feel better about it if I give it a little background help. Too dark. No, this is not a Wacom tablet. I have one. I'm missing a power cord for it. I did want to start using it for the stream again, just 'cause it's I could work in Photoshop, which I want to start painting in Photoshop again. I'm feeling a little limited by Procreate, but yeah, I'm using Procreate on an iPad, just because it usually feels nicer. It's more like a sketchbook. But for these streams, I'm feeling like I want the whole shebang. I'm kind of strapped to a desk anyway, so I'd like kind of a slightly larger screen and all the benefits of using a full Wacom tablet. So once I dig around in my closet and find that power cord for it, then I'll probably use the Wacom. Good question. There's no texture in this thing, you know? The texture on this drawing feels a little lacking. Okay. I'm trying to find a texture to throw on top of this. I don't want you to see my screen while I'm doing that, so I just put on the webcam view. God, I need a haircut. Really need a haircut. Alright. Not like it. Find on Dropbox one of my handy textures on my resources folder. Go look through that. Not in the best shape of my life either. Some people are going to the gym or making their home workout really effective and working out a lot. I'm not doing that. I was in great shape last summer. Not so far this spring. Yeah. Anyway. What do I want for texture? I don't want paper, I want like a paint texture. Instantly make it better. Sure, I use this one a lot. Yeah, so pick my texture over here on the left. Try and drag that over. Already looks better. Give that a blending mode. Yeah, that helped. That certainly helped. Yeah, like that. It's kind of blown out on the screen, on that screen and your screen, but on the iPad it looks a lot better. So yeah, it's just getting kind of screwed up in the stream, but that certainly helps. Yeah, just a little texture. So maybe what I'll do is kind of group everything I've done here, kind of duplicate it, so I don't lose anything. I'm gonna flatten it, and we're gonna do a clipping mask. So do I clipping mask to a group? No. Okay. And yeah. Get myself a paintbrush. Set this to linear light or something. Yep. I'm just gonna kind of throw on texture. Now see, this is why I need Photoshop, because like what I would do is I'd take this and I would like make a sort of paint emboss texture out of this. So I would like run an emboss filter over that, so you'd only see like give the effect of like an impasto, like the thickness of the paint of this, and it wouldn't affect the pigment so much. You would just see sort of like the direction of these paint strokes implied, and give it kind of a real life texture. I don't have all my tricks in Procreate, so let's see if I can do something else. Looks okay like that. Yeah, vivid light's not doing anything. Looks okay. It's okay if you don't look too close, you know? One of those kind of drawings. guess they are kind of like flames. Hadn't thought of it that way. Alright, starting to like this a little better. With this sort of effect I'm doing on it. Yeah, it does need candle flames. Oh, that's what you mean. Thought meant like the background kind of looks like flames, yeah. Yeah, no, I'll put flames on the candles, Marissa, don't worry. Getting to it. Yeah. Make it look like I spent a lot more time on this thing than I did. Shortcuts. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know if the rails are this color. Whoa. Alright. I'm in the zone. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm in the zone. I gotta feeling okay about the drawing. Okay with it. feel like I could finish it, actually. Yeah, no more Seuss. Medieval. Yeah, kinda. Alright, pretty good, getting there. Wow, yeah, it's getting somewhere. Okay. Oh, got a flame back here. Wicks to these little candles here. Wicks. Wicks. That's not a good color. Introduce that to the palette. Looking like something. Oh yeah, we're burning more candles. More wicks than ever. Wicks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. It's nearing completion, I think. Nearing a state where I don't exactly want to work on it anymore. Guess it was at that state a while ago now. Then it got to like, okay, finally I kind of like this, and then now it's oh no. Yeah, there's something to it now. Wasn't seeing it before, but now I feel like it's become more of a painting, I guess. So that happened pretty quickly. A little more life to it, a little more texture and dimension. Yeah, some things I think need to be darker in here. Go and do that. Yeah, you're probably right. The gem is looking a little sad in comparison. Okay. Okay. They don't really look like jam is the thing. It should be reflective, I guess. It's gonna look like a stripe painted on the side of the cake. Concentrating. Sorry, I'm not talking. Just adding some love to this jam. Whoops. Break up this line a little bit. Oh, almost done, almost done, almost done. Almost ready to be done. I think I'm gonna add some highlights to these. Let's see, those ones wind up being a lot more shape, being a little more bubbly and dynamic. So I gotta do that here. I feel like I put my highlights in the right place. I just realized I think I gotta go and do the I gotta do the candles next. The stems of the candles themselves don't look very texturized now compared to the rest of it. Painty, whatever. Okay. People are starting to drop off, which is alright, because I haven't been talking in a while, and I think everyone gets the gist of what the drawing is going to be. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to get it finished. Yeah. Yeah. Please don't murder this cake. Oh, my dog's back. And my wife, I think. Both of them. The whole family. Almost done. I'm almost done, people. Okay. I'm gonna do a whole merge and adjust. Let's see. Actually, I'll copy canvas, paste. Oh, Rocco, can't come in. And I guess it's done. It is what it is. I'm gonna sign it. Down here. What's that? That's a weird brush. That's a weird brush too. There it is, and if you want, you can watch it replay. Oh, ice cream cake, right, 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 that's it. Yeah, that's what I meant to do all along. Hair, man, looks terrible, what the fuck? Yeah, let's do a little instant replay. Fun feature here. See me from the beginning. Oh, look at that old cake. Remember that one? Let's fast forward. Wow, just messing with it. That's when I'm gonna draw on that thing. And then carving it out. Yeah, carving all this stuff out. And then blacking out colors. Blacking stuff in. And adding texture. Okay, cool. Export that, and I'll be done. Thanks for joining. I'm done with this. I don't want to be streaming anymore. This was fun, but that cake is done, and that's all I want. That's it. Don't like how I look in the stream today. Really just need, had a haircut. Like I look like just like a real scrub, I like to be clean cut a little bit. Like I know like I'm taking care of myself, and my hair just like doesn't. Once it gets long, it's like it's just kind of a curly mess, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. So I feel self-conscious about that, and about how I'm dressing and just the lighting and all that. So looking at myself just too much right now. So I'm gonna go, and yeah. Hope you enjoyed my cake. I'll give you another look at it here. There's my cake, and I will see you next time. I don't know when that stream's going to be. I'm not doing it daily anymore. Maybe it'll be weekly. Love you guys, and stay safe, stay healthy. See you next time on Leigh Draws on the Stream. Goodbye.